Welcome to Doug in Exile, in a world of unelected bureaucrats. And I'm talking about the Department of Education. Who is defending the parents against these people? Boebert.
We have so many people who see the idiocy in men pretending to be women.
This is a big philosophy discussion where top down, the leftists inside the Department of Education have decided that a woman can decide if she wants to be a man or a woman.
And stealing opportunities from females.
This is the problem with feminism that basically says that there's no such thing as a man or a woman. They're going to abolish the sexual differences. So they have to be interchangeable in every way. This includes over at Wellesley College, which is an all-women's college where Chelsea Clinton graduated from. They're saying you have to, first they let trans women into the school, that is biological men, in 2015. And now they're saying anyone should be able to come. Anyone. Because there's no significant difference between the sexes.
These girls practice their whole lives, sacrifice their bodies with injuries in sports at times and strains, only to be outpaced by a male, a biological male.
This is where we're at today on sexual identity politics, which are absurd, coming from the left. You see it at Disney, and now you see it in public schools. And the left has just gone completely rampant on this topic, run the board on this topic, because the unions are all Democrat and they have a lot of inroads into public schools. So the brainwashing just natural and the indoctrination just naturally goes through their institution because Democrats and leftists already own it. The feminists already own it. And now they're going to start dictating their vocabulary on parents of the kids.
And I think that it's very common sense for parents to simply be notified that this is taking place. There is federal funding going to our public schools.
I mean, that's not a red flag. The school says, why tell the parents that no notification? When I was a kid, I had to get parental permission to go on a field trip to a museum. And now they're saying that if there's gender bending going on in school, do not tell the parents.
And so I do believe that we have some sort of nexus with that if we're going to see this extremism take place in our public schools, to at least say parents have a right to know what's going on.
Whatever happened to informed consent? The last thing a leftist wants is for you being informed.
I mean, other than this very simple common sense amendment, I'm more in favor of abolishing the federal Department of Education, and getting the federal government completely out of public schools.
Well, that's not going to happen, but I approve. Absolutely, you should abolish the Department of Education. Remember, it's not voted on. This was all, they never consulted the will of the people on this one. They just created it. And then now the institutions only grow and get more expensive and get less efficient. And there's no free market to push back on them because they keep also pushing down and punishing homeschooling and charter schools, which are a threat to the Department of Education.
But we're not there right now, and we do fund.
This is the fight, guys. This is where the culture war is. Get involved in your public schools, push back, be that parent. I'm Doug in Exile.